Hi, hello.
Hey.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, Maya. Nice to meet you.
I've seen your video where you show us how you developed your backyard setting, and it was just plain a green, and it wasn't but now you have a very advanced setting in your backyard, and it's really interesting to see how it evolved to get
Yeah,
there.
that's right. Yeah, every year there's always expands, but sometimes my wife, she looks at it, she's like, wait, hold on, something's changing here. So, but but yeah, it's great. I think the weather is pretty good for that type of green. So and I
Mhm.
got lucky on some equipment because some of the equipment is really expensive. So I got lucky on the lawnmower, the cylinder mower, to cut the grass really low. So and that's the reason I started doing videos actually on my YouTube channel. One day I just decided to record myself just to I don't know what came to me. It was a long time ago, and I was using
Mhm.
a GoPro. I think it's when I was making an expansion on my green, and then I uploaded on YouTube. This was a long time ago, and then every once in a while, every project I was uploading videos. And then,
Mhm.
I got to the point where I was, whatever I do, I mean, at least twice a week, I do uploads on YouTube. So, and, a lot of people watch it. They're interested. And, there's like a whole community out there. So it's, um,
Nice.
it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. People find inspiration from you, even if they had the idea in the back of their minds, but they're not actually doing it. So I guess during this lockdown, people really wanted to do something in their backyard. So you were a
Yeah.
great inspiration for them as well.
Yeah. I've seen that there's a lot of people. There's some from, there's this guy from South Africa. From different parts of the world. Sometimes I get a message, it's like, oh, I did mine. They ask me how'd you, what seed you use, or how you do this and stuff. So it's kind of nice. You share the same hobby, I guess. The same, you like the same things, and the same passion, I guess. And then, but it's interesting. Yeah. So people from everywhere, they like this little area where they can play golf without having to actually go to the golf course. And during this lockdown, yeah, it's perfect, I guess. Yeah.
Mm.
But it takes a
Mm.
lot of time, I guess. So.
And as you said, it's a common hobby, it's a common interest, and that's how you form a community. And you have one in your Instagram and YouTube, and of course everybody is welcome to join Caddyboo as well. But that's the passion, the same interest, the same uh, creativity in doing something new and something mutual, which is this wonderful sport that unites us all, which is really amazing. I also wanted to ask you, well, it's obvious that the name backyard golfer, where it came from, but which one came before, the backyard, the name, or then your backyard setting?
Oh, actually, let's see. When I first got YouTube, I think the name was just like Eric Leopold Golf or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And then as I made more videos, I guess I don't know. I think it was one of my kids, one of my sons, who came up with the idea. And then it made sense. Backyard
Yeah,
golf, backyard
exactly.
golf. I think it was between backyard golf, backyard golfer, and then the backyard golfer. But yeah.
Yeah, and if anybody is looking for like a backyard inspiration or a backyard setting or golfing in their backyards, then they would be lead to your content, which is relevant for this kind of activity, which is really nice. I wanted to ask you about how was your story with golfing? How did you start golfing?
Well, I'm originally from Peru in South America, so I think basically my dad used to play. My dad and I was a little kid, and we actually played in the desert. There was no grass, so it was all just plain the desert in this little town called Marcona, which is close to Chile in Peru, in the coast.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no vegetation, so everything was just desert basically. So I started there. I started playing, but I never actually got to play like a lot. I mean, I did play, but it was just like nothing serious. And then over the years,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I play on and off, so I got back about 8 years ago when I my son started playing. So then I basically started again. So I started seriously playing there, and then I got better. I changed everything, all my swing, my mechanics, and everything. So, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
when I visit my dad, I play with him still. He's 84 now, so he still talks about golf. That's all. He's really. It's a really unique sport, I think, because no matter the age, you still. When I call him over the phone, that's all he talks about. Like he's talking about
Oh,
some kind of swim mechanic, a new thing that he found out. Even at 84 years old, he's like, yeah, your left foot and stuff. So it's kind of. But that's how I got started. Yeah, so it was because of my father. Yeah.
oh, it's really nice and it's really interesting. So I guess because I started golf quite recently, so I hope that it sticks with me until I grow older, because it won't be so hard to pick up even when a person grows older. So it's really interesting in that way.
Yeah. I think
And
once you
it
get, if you're
requires.
patient, yeah, I've seen a lot of people that started just a couple of years, 3 or 4 years, and then they really like it. They get really hooked into it, and they get better and better. So I think it doesn't matter the age, and as long as you practice and you're patient, I guess.
And I'm also curious because you've had a lot of tips and a lot of questions. You get asked a lot of questions. So, what is the most question that you get asked most of the time on your
Well, yeah,
channels?
I wouldn't call it tips. It's mostly what I'm working in my personal game, because I think to do tips, if you're not it's kind of hard, because you don't actually see the other people. So the
Mm-hmm.
way I do it when I'm working on something myself, I share that, and so I go into detail of what I'm doing with my swing and what has worked for me.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's crazy because you find this other person who is maybe across the world and he's like, wow, that's exactly what I'm doing too. And
Uh-huh.
actually there was a few occasions when there was this person who I was doing this video on one particular thing, and
Mm-hmm.
he wrote a message. He says like, I was about to quit golf, but I just saw this tip, this thing that you're working on, and I did it and it worked. So I'm glad and they're happy. So I think it's not about giving tips, but it's something that you apply to your own swing, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it works for other people as well. So because giving
It's
tips, I think it's a little too. Unless you're a professional. But even then, I think without seeing the person, it's kind of hard to
mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
to give tips, I
So I
think.
guess you more give inspiration to others to do
Yeah, it's
try new
fine.
things that has worked for you and try new products that has worked for you and just being inspired not to quit and keep going. So I guess that's what your channel is aiming for.
Yeah, definitely. It's like I say, I don't really plan the videos. It's mostly just what I just order like new golf balls, and there's like, okay. I mean, for me, and there's like it would
Mhm.
be a good idea to review them to see how they are, and give my opinion. So things like that. So really, it's not about something that I'm doing just to like. I don't really plan it. Like, oh, I'm gonna make this video so I can get more views or things like that. So it's just something that I do, and I think that way is more spontaneous and it's more you know something that you like. Because obviously if you're really just doing it for the views, I think it's going to be a little more difficult, because then if you expect some
Mhm.
views and you don't get them, and you just did
Exactly.
the video specifically for the views, so this way I just do it for me, and if it gets views, fine. If it does, some videos get more views than others, so it doesn't really. To me, I'm just I'm having fun making those videos, whatever
Mhm.
they are. Sometimes they're kind of silly, something. But for me, it's like, oh, it has a meaning, that video. Yeah, I like to get that out there, to share it, and whether it gets views or not, that's not my aim. So.
Exactly. And if I heard that content creators get this dilemma a lot, that if they're doing something just for the views, then they stop enjoying it. It gets harder to do. So they do it
Yeah.
from for themselves, for their own enjoyment, so that they can continue. And it seems that people like to, they see how much you're enjoying it, and that's why they like the content even more.
Exactly,
I
and that's I always said that. I always said to people who are just starting as well, because you know that we have a community of golfers too. Some do videos as well, and a lot of people are really concerned, you know, as to what should I do next? You know, what do you
guess.
would you like to see in the videos? And you know, I think like you said, something that you're doing that you like, and just do whatever you like. You know, if you like it, it's fine. It doesn't matter if it gets one view or 1,000 views. It doesn't matter. As long as you liked it, then you're happy with it. Then that's what it matters. And it works.
Exactly.
It does work. I have to tell you, it does work. Because otherwise it will become, even if my channel is monetized. I don't. I try to do it like I told just the way. I like this. I like doing a video on this. Okay, I'll do it. It's not. Sometimes they might be hard. It's like, oh, maybe you should do videos so you can get more views and then you get monetized. It would be better,
Mm,
but you know, if you like you said, if you do it that way, then it will be more like a job, and then it will
mm,
no longer be something that you fully enjoy. I think
mm,
so.
mm. Exactly, exactly. Okay, thank you so much for being here today, Eric. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for being with us.
I enjoyed the chat. It was really nice.
Oh, I enjoyed it too. Thank you so much, Eric.